part of the contribution reform, it was in two phases. The first phase was the change to the contribution wage band and the insurable ceiling. So that change has happened, but the agreement was for it to be done in 3 years. And during that 3-year period, we were to have the conversation as to what else needed to be done. We have different scenarios that could be contemplated, raising the retirement age, having the employers, for example, pay the first 3 days of sickness, so Social Security doesn't cover it. There are even long-term implications of how the fund would be designed. Is it strictly that you want us to pay solely pensions, or do you want us to continue paying sickness? Because these benefits have a cost, and at the end of the day, it is what the stakeholders are willing to pay. And of course, the government is also contemplating the government pension and whether that needs to be contributed or not. So at the end of the day, it will impact our salaries and how much is deducted. No?
What sort of funds, if it is this deferral or delay affecting? How is it affecting you?
Well, in the short term, it won't, because it's more a strategy in terms of the contribution reform to increase the pension liability. So it's more a long-term impact. If we continue, then the period of equilibrium will be reached sooner rather than later, because we have a 2-year breathing space. We have enough funds to cover our short-term, long-term, and employment injury benefits. So it's more in terms of how soon we need to do the reforms before we will reach that point again that we had explained to the stakeholders in 2019. So instead of 4 years, this change probably would drop it down to 2 years, that we have a window to do something.